So, we are the beginning of December. Oh boy, that almost made us in January, Mike.
Hi.
Um,
December this month.
yes. So, what do we got today? What do we got this week?
We have a bus.
A bus. Class A.
Tiffin Allegro, Class A.
It's open roads.
Open roads. Thanks.
Got it.
I was searching. And it is about 36 feet, I think. And it has onboard factory Magnum. We're going to pull that out. And switching over to a Multiplus 2 with 600 amps of batteries.
Enduros.
Enduro, 300 each. 300 amps each, a pair of those. And 1,400 watts of roof, 7 200-watt panels. We are also going to put the servo and the touchscreen, 7-inch touchscreen on the inside. And then he does spend a lot of time out in Arizona, quartzite, boondocking here and there, so that's what we're gearing him up for, so that he can be off-grid.
Yeah. So let's talk about our electric bill here. So we've been at this campground for a month, well, full month now. I mean, and then some, but for a full month we got our electric bill.
Yes,
and
it was atrocious.
We are, so Pete, what do you have? He's over here. What do you have the current limit set to in our RV?
Power bill.
So the current limit is set to 20, meaning it's only pulling in 20.
Maximum of 20 amps from the pedestal.
20 amps from the pedestal, and our solar is working from the rest, or working for the rest. So what do you have your current limit set to in yours? Oh, okay. You're just using
Whatever.
the full 50 off of it, whatever comes in.
Yep. But
Okay.
I have removed my air conditioners and went to mini splits.
Okay. So your electric bill.
It was atrocious.
Actually, I want to see if you guys can guess what our electric bills were. And then when we're getting close to the end of the live, I'm going to say what they were. But that's one of another benefits of having a solar system on an RV, especially if you are paying for electric at a campground. You can help compensate for that, so your electric bill's a lot cheaper. We actually have another client who winters in Arizona, and the campground actually thought that their pedestal wasn't working because they would never get electric bill because they fully did not even use the pedestal. They were completely using their system, and hey, I mean, if you got it, use it. So, but yeah, so they never got an electric bill, and they were about to replace their pedestal, and she came out and she was like, "What are you doing?" They were like, "Well, something's wrong with the electric," and she's like, "We're not even plugged into it." So, all right. So we won't make this too long, but let's talk about the beacon for a minute. We didn't go live on it again for a few reasons. One is it turned into a different situation for our clients, so we need to respect that. They need to do certain matters, if we will. So we
Handle their business.
we stopped kind of going live with that one and showing all the flaws, but so originally we weren't even going to do the roof on that beacon. We weren't even going to touch any of the solar panels. We weren't going to pull anything off. We weren't going to do anything up there besides just inspect the roof, just to make sure it was installed correctly. Because as you guys know, if you've been following us and watching along with the beacon, there was a lot of stuff wrong with the solar.
A few different aspects.
The solar portion in the bay, if you will. So upon going onto the roof, do you want to just talk a little bit about what you found up there?
I mean, it wasn't great. There was some quality issues on the installation. There was the wiring was okay. It was wired right, but when it got into the little electrical box, the combiner box, if you will, to bring your solar wires in and then connect them to the main branch feed that goes down and goes to the equipment. The wires were not mounted. So in other words, like your wire is hanging vertically, and all the force of the RV moving is pulling on the connection, because all it is it's connected into the screw terminals, and all of this weight is constantly pulling on those because it's not mounted up here first, and then goes into the connectors. That's a flaw, and I see it a lot. I mean, it's a common mistake. There were some moisture issues inside the box, even though it was sealed, because there was air conditioning leaking into the box, if you will. There's placement of where the panels were could have been much more efficient. So they just decided, they opted to go ahead and go with 14 200-watt panels total, 2,800 watts.
So we completely stripped the roof. So it was like a last-minute decision to do the solar. So they ended up staying longer here at the campground. And so we completely stripped the roof of the solar panels and sealed all the holes up, and just basically started from fresh. There was another thing that I was told. I mean, we won't show pictures, but I feel like we can talk about it at least. But I was told that where the butyl tape was from... So if you guys know what butyl tape is, I didn't at first, but I guess it's two-sided tape, right?
Yes.
And paper comes off of either side, and it gets stuck down.
Because when you roll it up, they put so that it doesn't stick to itself, they have to put tape, a piece of that smooth
paper, yeah,
non-stick stuff, so that you can peel it off of the roll. Well, then you stick it onto the thing, and then you're supposed to, and this is where I'm leading with this, you're supposed to remove the other side of the tape so that it adheres to the roof.
Yeah, top and bottom.
To make it waterproof.
Yeah.
And that was mixed.
Yeah. So, and the other big part of it is like, if they wouldn't have done the roof,
yes.
I mean, you're talking some severe damage.
Yes,
and it's definitely going to be less than 5 years that RV would probably be trashed.
Yeah, that it would need a whole roof within 5 years, with the amount of improper things that we found.
Yeah. So this is why we, strongly encourage people to vet their solar installer. Like, you just have to. I mean, I wish I could say a lot of things, but it just kind of doesn't make us look well.
We're not here to bash,
but
we're just here to install and say, hey,
yeah,
do better.
Are we the best installers? But there's other ones out there too that I feel are great. And then there's a lot out there that
great ones and a whole lot of not great ones.
Yes. So vet your.
I'll also say this. I've seen some DIY installs that sure, it may have taken them 6 months or 8 months or however long it took them to finally get their system installed, but they did a better job than installers and RV dealers that I've seen.
Yeah.
So I will say that.
So, but the beacon is done, and they are leaving today. But they are very happy, to say the least, that their system is all fixed and everything's working properly and no more problems going forward. I always say everything happens for a reason. So there was a reason why they ended up doing the roof. Because again, that wasn't part of it. So there was a reason they did, and good thing we did. You have to sneeze. Bless you.
Thanks.
So it started out chilly. It was cold here, and now it's getting warm.
It's fine.
But so January, we got a lot going on this week, or this month, I should say. I'm sorry, we're in December. My gosh, what is with me saying January?
I'm still trying to get to Christmas. You're like past New Year's.
And Christmas is my favorite holiday. So anyway, my bad.
December.
Yeah, we have a lot going on. So we have a enclosed. We have this one currently. We have an enclosed trailer coming to us, which is a repeat client.
That'll be January.
Oh, it's January now? Okay. And then we do have another RV coming to us. Pete's actually doing a couple mini split installs. And you have another gentleman coming to you with system issues that you have to diagnose. Because that's the thing that we do now. We do some system diagnosing if your performance isn't there.
We also have another rig that I've been itching to do.
That's right. That's right. That is coming. I forgot.
Yep. It's a two-piece.
So,
it's a two-piece.
The two-piece.
See if anybody can guess it.
Um,
And then, so we have this. We have the diagnose, the two-piece, and then we have a fifth wheel coming right around here.
Yep. Yep. And then we'll take a week off for Christmas and do stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be nice and warm.
Yeah.
Maybe do a live from the beach or something.
Maybe. But other than that, just kind of keep on keeping on. We got starting to fill out in January, and we got some other stuff on the schedule. Mike will be at the Tampa RV show again this year. So if anybody has any questions or wants to meet Mike,
yep, come on by.
He'll be there. I don't think Pete and I will be there because our kids are now back in school. So, well, we're not quite in a sticks and bricks, but soon. Yeah. So, fortunately, we won't be able to go, but we will be here. So maybe if somebody's at the Tampa show and they were like, hey, I'm only here for one day, but I need this fixed, maybe send them on up to Pete. So.
You know what I should do? I should take and put a laptop sitting there and then do a live video call. And you can man the booth while I run and get food or something.
All the expensive food, you mean?
Yeah,
That's mediocre?
Yeah, it's very expensive every day.
And it's mediocre.
Yeah.
We're also looking to do a couple more fun things. We're looking to get, I think it's ABYC, American Boat and Yacht. It's not club, actually. It's something with a C. Because I looked it up. What does the C stand for? So we're looking to get both Pete and Mike certified in the marine industry. So we're looking to tap into the marine world to install solar and electrical components on boats and yachts. Did you find it yet?
It doesn't ever tell, it just says ABYC.
Yeah,
on everything.
it's American Boat and Yacht. I have it up on my council. See, told you it wasn't club.
American Boat Yacht Council.
Yep.
We'll get their marine certification, and then not that anybody from the boat world is in or around Jacksonville, but if you need anything Victron worked on, installed, lithium, whatever, that's the goal, and that's the reason why we're doing it, because we're also going to go into the marine industry.
Yep. Yeah. So, any other updates you want to give people, or if anybody's watching, like, what do you want to know from us? I know we have to sit down, and maybe next week is a good time now that we know that the enclosed trailer isn't coming next week, to sit down and do a live on the 24 volt versus 12 volt and 48 volt. So maybe next week is the time that we do it, since we'll have some openings, if you will. So if there's anything you guys want to know, we're all ears. I have a plane interrupting. What is this one? JetBlue. Yeah. We actually don't mind the airplanes because it's oh my gosh.
But anyhow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also, I know Mike's been itching to tell you guys, but we don't have it in the works yet. So I think we need to ask the question if anybody would be interested.
Okay. Yeah,
so because we don't have them ready by any means. So
no. What we're at the let's film it. So basically what I want to do is I'm going to create a series of videos, probably 12 videos. And they're not going to be free, they're going to be paid. You're going to have to pay for them. but I'm going to go into detail on how to design a system. Exactly what you need and what you, how to mathematically figure out what you need in your system. I'm going to go over
Call to.
each component. I'm going to go over each component on the of a system. In other words, the battery motor, the solar charge controller, the inverter, which inverter you should use based on from your original system design, which one to choose.
It just came back. Okay.
Cool. Anyhow, with a complete and detailed how to install it, how to program it, the use. I'm going to have video walkthroughs, and you can choose any one of the segments. Like if you have a system and you did the installation yourself, or somebody else installed the system for you, and they didn't give you a walkthrough, but yet you still want to know how it works, I'm going to have a video walkthrough. I don't know the exact prices yet on any of this, but if anybody would be interested in a complete video series of everything that I do from start, which is like a phone call of me talking to a client on what do you actually need and how do you calculate what you need, the way that I do it, all the way till the end when I'm showing you exactly how to do everything. And with all of my clients, I say, hey, you have to video me. This is your video walkthrough. You have to video me as I tell you how everything is ran as far as the hardware installation, and then I also go over all of the practicing power management and how you use the equipment. And what are the danger things, like don't let your system go below this voltage, or don't go over this much when you're off grid, and things like that. And the way that a system is supposed to perform. And then you can use that also as a benchmark to see if your system is actually performing correctly.
Yep. So these videos that we're looking to do, if there's enough interest, is you will be able to install your own system based on these videos.
Yep, from start to finish.
Yep, start to finish. So we want to know if that's something that you would be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm it'll probably take into January or maybe even February to get them all done, and I don't want to release one without releasing them all, because if it takes me 3 months to make them, then your progress depends on me being able to produce the videos. And you're like, come on, man, you know, I'm stuck in the middle and I have a trip going on and I've got my camper tour part waiting on your video to finish. So I don't want to do that to anybody. So whenever I flip the switch, it's going to kind of be all at once. So there's that.
yeah.
But that's what I've been sitting on for a while.
Yeah. I didn't want to come out and say anything because we didn't have anything ready yet. But I feel like asking the question to get the feelers out there to see if you guys would even be interested in that, or if you know anybody who is interested in installing their own system but don't really know where to start or don't know how to do it. We'll give you basically a step-by-step video guide on how to do that. So,
and this will be done, all of this videoing will not be done on the client's rig. It'll be done on a private rig, one of my probably over on the property, and everything will be done there. So it'll be filmed. I have, I'm pretty sure I'm going to film the whole thing in 4K, so that it will be very precise on exactly what we're doing.
cool. So RV BFE. Look at that hippie, LOL. Good to see you, my friend. And then Conquer, I believe that's how you spell it. Says, go get a beer.
Well, we're 20 minutes shy of that, but okay.
Maybe they meet over Christmas break.
It's 11:30 at night, so we're good.
Well, okay, yeah, there you go. There's no wrong time for a beer, really, unless you're working.
Yeah.
Well, you're not on the roof.
Is there any other updates you want to add, Pete?
I think so.
I'll throw this out there. If anybody wants to get really efficient with their heating and cooling in their RV. Pete has done HVAC for more than a decade.
It's like 16 years.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, it is an investment, but it's something that it changes your quality of life, because now you don't have this noisy honking thing on your roof. You got to turn the volume up super loud. It's not cheap. It's not free to do it. I mean, it is a small investment, not quite as much as a great big solar system, but the you know, it is a wise investment, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Because it's super efficient. So it goes hand in hand with the solar system. So if you have a standard air conditioner on your roof and it draws, let's just say 1,200 watts, and that's what it takes every time it turns on to maintain the temperature in your room. A mini split will take 1,200 watts till it reaches, that's like a 2-stage. That's its most consumption that it's going to have is about 1,200 watts for a single-headed unit. But that's only just to get it to stage 1. And the stage 1 it uses to maintain. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, by the way. But it uses stage 2 to get there, and then stage 1 it uses to maintain, which is half of that. So your power consumption goes to half. If you have triple ACs on the roof, you will go to around 1,800 to 2,000 watts to maintain the temperature in your rig, instead of 3,600 watts to maintain the temperature in your rig. So if your power consumption is half what it needs to be, then your system can be half.
Yeah.
So spending a few $1,000s or $6,000 or $7,000 on air conditioning and $6,000 or $7,000 on a solar system, or $8,000 on a solar system, yes, that's $14,000, but you're not spending $20,000 to $25,000 on a solar system, and then you still have to invest in the sound bar so that you can hear your TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, even on top of that, they can be controlled wirelessly. Now, some of the new thermostats have come out in the past year with micro air and stuff.
Yeah.
But these, I can control ours anywhere. So if we're boondocking with our dogs, I can leave the air conditioner on, not worry about the sun coming in, and still control. Oh, the AC is pulling too much right now. We're in stage 2. I can turn that off, turn it on. System's running. Just I can monitor everything as long as I have Starlink.
Or like the other day when we forgot to turn the heat off because it's been cold here. We forgot to turn the heat off, and he's like, "Oh, I got to put the AC on."
Open
He's
that.
able to do it. Yeah.
Right on.
We actually have. Oh, and the thing with the mini splits is not only does it have the AC component of it, it's got the heating. It's got the heating component of it as well,
And dehumidifier.
as well as a bonus of the dehumidifier. So, I mean, there's tons of us that, you know, humidity is a thing. So if you basically winter in Florida or just anywhere, honestly, I can't get you both in the same screen. So just FYI.
I know. It's one of these things.
Yeah.
Turn sideways, and then you'll be able to get it both. But you can't. But on the heating thing, so your heat pumps on your roof, they stop at around 38 to 41 degrees. Kind of when you start needing the heat on the inside, that's when they quit working, because they can't keep up. They can't move enough air across the coils. But the mini splits go down to 0, -5, -7.
Haven't hit it yet.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in an RV if you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there are those cold weather campers. That
Yeah.
are,
Yeah. People that like to camp in the white powdery stuff.
not me. I'm not one of them.
No.
We actually have a mini split next week. Someone that's in the park here. We have.
We have 2 next week.
3 if you include yours.
Oh yeah, and then there's
Came up
another
with a new
person.
spot for mini splits, which is
We had a. So it was also interesting is we also had somebody who reached out to us and was like, I bought 2 mini splits. I was going to self-install them, and yeah, way in over my head. So now he's coming to us. So, which is good, because most people think that they can just install the mini split and it is what it is.
Well, you
But-
can if you got some basic knowledge, but there's other aspects of it.
You gotta vac
your
the
pressure.
system.
Do you know where your superheat's at? Are you super cool? Did you evacuate the system? Are you doing are you leaving enough of a radius in the tube when you bend it to actually keep it efficiently flowing?
Yeah.
Did you, when you were running the copper lines, did you fold it in half by accident?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Don't speak. I'm asking for a friend. You know.
But anyway, so yeah, so we now everyone knows we're here in Jacksonville, and this is pretty much where we're planting our feet. So we can do we can do a whole lot of things.
Yes.
Mike with the solar, so
Solar electrical.
I'm gonna say just in general, RV electric.
RV electrical.
somehow we got roped into, residential residential refrigerator swaps.
Yeah, I want to keep that. My finger says we're going to do that to a minimum. We're not going to do that too much. That hurts.
Yeah.
But, so we can
That was
diagnose
3
your
weeks ago.
At least,
Yeah.
yeah.
diagnose your system performance evaluations, give you a walkthrough, obviously a complete install, or if you're looking to just swap to lithium, we can do that.
Also, the Airstream stuff, that's always the
Yeah.
crafters, the vents, skylights, I should say.
Yeah, the maximum skylights, we can do the aircrafter vents, we can do
Oh, the ports on the side for Starlink. and all those
Yeah.
jets.
mini split upgrades. So yeah, just stuff like that. Not so much the repair kind of stuff, but any of the upgrades we're all for, as long as it doesn't involve the poop shoot. Then we out. So
Well, water damage.
Yeah, water damage.
well, that's
No water
repair
damage,
stuff.
No repairs.
Yeah, but yeah,
We'll replace things. But
Yeah.
if we find damage, we'll let you know.
yeah. And the campground that we're at, that we stay in currently now, where all of our clients come to meet us, they do offer our clients specifically a discount, or it's military, so it's one or the other, but they give a 20% discount, which is nice. So yeah, any questions about mini splits or solar or the classes that Mike's gonna be putting together, let us know, and we will get them answered. So thanks for watching. We'll come live to you at some point again soon. Maybe when this is all complete. So, what?
Hold on. What did you update about the enclosed trailer upfits now for our mobile offices?
Oh,
Not really, but sure, let's do that.
let's make it a little quick because we're almost coming to the 30-minute mark.
All right. So
Short version.
somebody reached out to me.
Yeah, somebody reached out. His
Former
wife,
client.
former client, his wife. They have a toy hauler. She wants to move to her own space. So the only way to do that is to buy an enclosed trailer. He's getting a 16 by 8.5, and the front half of it is going to be her office space. We're putting a mini split, full solar on the whole roof. It is also going to be able to supplemental power up into the RV, AC power, Quattro, and either 11 or 12 Battleborns are going to be in that one. To be able to run her office off-grid. So she's going to be heat-cooled and solared.
So a traveling she shed.
Exactly. Traveling she shed with a side-by-side that's removable.
It's for all those men out there. Or gals, either or. Delta. And if you don't know where we're at in Jacksonville, it's a pretty good hint.
Just look at the end of the runway.
Find Jacksonville International Airport and closest campground.
You know those barriers at the end of the runway? We're right on the other side of that.
Somebody's brakes don't work.
There's some distance. But yeah, so not only RVs, but enclosed trailers, horse trailers. Actually, we've gotten some inquiries for food trucks. So food trucks, food trailers. We actually had an inquiry on a, what were they called?
Don't know.
The guy who's in Florida has like those work trucks. It's like Mac Tools.
Oh, yeah.
The tool trucks. Yeah.
Oh, snap-on truck.
So we've gotten inquiries about that. So yeah. Well, we're coming up on the 30 minutes, so let's not bore you anymore. Thanks for watching, and we'll let you know when we go live again.
Yep.
Toodles.
So subscribe and hit that dingy bell ringy thingy.
Since you said that.
Now he said it. Done.